Okay, here we are. Yes, I found one. I finally found a Japan recording from a top player. Coming across them is like gold dust because you don't see it very often. But I managed to find one. You guys have been asking for another one. And I've managed to do it. And here we are. Ezad ranked, what, 5th, 6th at the moment? Always in the top 10. Often in the top 5. So it doesn't get much higher rank than that. Playing against Julian, against the Spanish, kind of considered a really good matchup. So it's bad for Japan. Tends to be really good for Spain. But we'll see how it goes. Japan can struggle versus the fast fortress timing of a lot of civilizations, such as Spain, Otto, USA, etc. However, this is Ezad we're talking about. This is Ezad we're talking about. Julian, also another really high ranked player, spawning in the north of the map. He is, again, another top 10 player, top 15 player. So these guys extremely closely ranked. We'll see how this plays out. Julian going for starting trade posts seems to be pretty much the meta these days with Spain. Very rarely do you see them not go for starting trade post. I do like these ninja women. Nice. Japan to get 2 of them. Pop goes the weasel. I'm not sure that he needed to. That felt a bit excessive to pop to this TC from here. But, every second counts. So, every second counts. Going for the 3 boats. Definitely a better option than 2 villagers. So, often on a water map, you'll almost always see Japan go for 3 boats. Let's have a quick look at his deck here. Does have enlist regulars. That's like the colonial militia, town militia for European civs. Then you've got heavenly kami. Definitely a viable option as well, but not going to be going for that just yet. Imagine we'll see Ezad. He likes to go for his eco play, so probably going to see him utilize the 4 vills, the 600 wood, and then kind of switch into a lot of these military shipments as well. Going down for the starting market. How many? He currently has 2 shrines at the moment. Going to be aging up around the 3-minute mark with 16 villagers. Not bad, not bad. You've seen lots of different starts with Japan. They've been through different metas over the years. Often you used to see a consulate, early consulate, go into the ports consulate, and then do like a heavenly kami build. But Ezad deciding not to go for that. Ezad going for Tori Gates, so looking like he's going to probably stay in H2 and actually try and do some musketeer rushing, some Ashigaru musks. Maybe rushing or massing, who knows. But this definitely tells me that he's going to want to mass a lot of H2 stuff to compete against Julian's Fast Fortress. It's actually a really good option to go for Tori Gates. If we have a quick read of what it does. The Tori Gates ship is a samurai and or military rickshaw when built, and has Kami Workshop, which increases the experience point build bounty for training units and constructing buildings. And yes, it basically gives you more XP. It will age up with that samurai as well. And the reason why that's really important is because that gives you what it will come out about 4 minutes 30, probably just less. And it's a really high siege damage unit. So if Julian's going to try and be super aggressive here with his outpost, he's not going to be able to get it up. Because once that samurai connects on it and starts sieging that outpost, it will go down. And here it is. Julian ages up. Bang, there we go. 700 gold, 700 wood. So, going for, very, very basic Spanish meta here. He does have a market, though, so being slightly more greedy as well. And he's going to go for the outpost just in front of this TP, which I think is a good medium between the two. Because if he tried to go to this TP, for example, it would probably get taken down. Not sure where his Age of Samurai went. There it is. There it is. And so look at this bad boy. 67 siege. It's actually quite an insane unit for H2, but it does get microed. But he's going to be using it to help him get these treasures by the looks of it. But yeah, definitely a good option versus Spain. Looks like there's going to be some contestant here. The samurai, though, if that gets in within melee distance, yeah, he's not. He's keeping his distance. He knows the moment he dives in there, he's going to get absolutely slaughtered. And once that snare gets in, oh, you need to be careful. He's playing with fire there. 4.5 speed, the same as a hero. Oh, playing with fire. 5 vills for Julian as well, so he's getting that extra bit of eco. Let's have a look at Ezad, see what he's doing. Looks like, yep, first card was 4 villagers. Second card is going to be 5 Ashigarus. Don't forget, he gets more XP every time something gets built. Boom, look, he's got the snare, and if you can take that down, that's going to be huge. He's put it in guard mode to take as much damage as possible. Very, very nice. Could probably have ran it away there, but decided not to. And you see what this has done here? Julian's been forced to build barracks and all of his infrastructure in base, and that outpost really is not very far at all. And like I always say, you know, this Age of Empires, the hidden resource in Age of Empires 3 is time. It's all about time and how much time you can buy yourself. It really is the ultimate resource, the hidden resource that people don't realize. And by forcing all of this infrastructure to the back of Julian's base, it saves him, what, 20 seconds? Because imagine if the outpost was here, right? You know, the walking distance for any shipment is now from the TC. So he's saving himself a good 30 seconds at least for each shipment that arrives to Julian now. So he's done really good damage. He's bought himself lots of time. And yeah, now he's just mashing an age 2. He's going to have to add something other than just Ashigarus, though. Julian not up yet, but I imagine he will be very shortly. Some nice micro there by these 5 musketeers. But the Ashigarus are really fast musketeers, so they will be able to catch up here. So yeah, again, playing with fire there. And I feel like that's kind of very, very risky. Ezad's coming out now. Poof. I think that's such an OP thing that the Japanese explorers have always been able to do. It's like, oh, you almost kill them and bang. They got that ninja substitution jutsu. And then they can just poof back to their teleportation jutsu. Yeah, he's playing pretty well right now. He's found 5k scored down. I don't really know how. But Julian has got pretty good eco. He's clearly got some market techs. We can't see which ones. Five Lancers coming out first, followed by 2 Falconets. And this is definitely the right option. Like, you know, Lancers are good against all infantry. So are Falconets. At the moment, all Julian sees is infantry. So, you know, he's countering based on what he sees right now, which is really smart. But a nice trap there. Gonna be able to kill 1 Hussar. Didn't really get a good snare though, which is a bit unfortunate. Does get the second Hussar though. That's really, really nice. So Musketeer, Lancer, comp going ahead. No veteran Lancers just yet. Doesn't look like the tech's coming in yet either. So definitely going to have to get that wood for it. Because it's not cheap. Let's have a quick look at Ezad, see what he's going for right now. 600 wood is coming. He's shipped the 5 Ashigarus twice. Now the Daimo's coming in. Interesting. So this guy is honestly so insane. Really high stats, but there's only 1 of him. He does increase the stats of military units around him as well, like an aura. And you really, really want to keep him alive. You do not want him to die. Military rickshaw coming in. Looks like that came from the consulate. Has access to the Ashigaru Musketeer attack and the Yumi Archer attack. It does have diplomatic intrigue as well. So it does have options. Could actually ship 2 ships as well on here. To try and deal with like Falconets and stuff. But it's high risk, high reward. So I doubt we'll see that. Here we are, the Daimo. I'm not sure how much it boosts. I think it boosts like HP by about 10%. And attack. Yeah, 10%. Might just be the attack that it boosts, actually, so. 10 villagers in that TC, yeah. Firing against those Falconets. And that's just enough to deter Julian to scarper away. Get out my face. Get out my face. So he's going around. Looks like he's going for kind of like a flank on the left side here. Try and keep out of distance of that TC5. Definitely wants to keep out of range of it. And try and deal as much damage to some infrastructure as he can. Taking down a barracks would be really, really good. Tori Gates Wander's pretty safe right now. Does have that consulate, so we can build units from there. He is making some Yamaguchis. Naginata Riders coming out now from the stable. Only 3 though. He's going to need more than that. Coming in for a pincer attack potentially. Oh no, just coming in for a flank. Trying to maneuver himself in a nice way. Not great eco. Only has 9 shrines out at the moment, but he knows he can't go too heavy on eco. That's the problem with Japan. You always want to go heavy eco, but you can't get carried away. Because if you get carried away, you're going to have no units. And you're just going to get absolutely destroyed by the fast fortress, the fortress units. That's Spain shit. Veteran musketeers are in for Julian. More Naginata Riders coming in. Yeah, there it comes there. The musketeer attack. He's waiting for that. He's waiting for the Naginata Riders. And when that comes in, bang, I think it's going to be go time. It has the option of going for a villager pool. There's a lot of villagers in there. Oh, it's getting nervous. My palms are sweaty. Mum's spaghetti. In it goes. He's getting the Daimo stuck in there as well. This guy has 32 hand attack. 650 HP. He needs to take care of the Falconets. That needs to be the priority. But the Lancers are getting stuck in there. They have like ×3 multiplier. They do 60 damage. Didn't do a villager pull, but I think the TC fire is on this Falconet. So it's death by 1,000 cuts for the Falconet. He did deal with all the cav. He had to make the decision. Does he go for the Falconet? Does he go for the cav? Because if he tries to kill one, the other will kill him. So Daimo is still alive and at half HP, so it's still going to be buffing these units. And it's 32 ranged attack. That's like 5 more than a veteran musketeer. Insane! But there's so many. There's so many. He's trying to tank with... Oh, the Daimo goes down. Hiya! That is unfortunate. He tried to utilize the range resist and try and tank as much HP as possible. But unfortunately going down. That could be the game right there. That is so unfortunate. Losing that Daimo. Oh, God, it stings. God, it stings. The TC is getting repaired. Julian wants it. He smells blood. He wants that TC down. I don't know if he's going to go down, you know. He's doing a good job microing here, but so is Julian. There's really not that many. He has more musketeers on the way, but oh, he doesn't have a great shrine mass, so his eco really isn't that strong. Doesn't have much export either. Is the TC going to go down? Oh, he's trying to enlist irregulars. Oh, Julian backs up. He only has a few musketeers left, so looks like he did the job. He did enough damage, but there are Rodoleros on the back here, some more musketeers. Maybe he could have forced it down, but Ezad repairing it instantly. Instantly spamming that repair button down there in the bottom right. Very, very nice. Julian coming straight back in for the rebound, though. Once again, yeah, he doesn't want any time for that TC to get rebuilt. He's going to see it's getting rebuilt now, so he probably realizes he's not going to be able to take it down. So he's going to have to try a different approach. And that approach is going to be villagers. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Kill as many villagers as possible. Incoming with pretty much a full HP Explorer here. Very nice. That's going to tank a lot. 3 musketeers, 5 more supporting. These villagers are bashing down these Rodoleros slowly but surely. Just punching them down, quite literally. A couple of villagers do go down, but the Rodoleros are pretty much going to go down. That's not a terrible trade for Ezad. Scores looking good for Julian still. Don't forget, he's in Fortress Age. He's got his market techs. 2 more Falconets go down, so he's going for the artillery. Julian does have a... Looks like he has a Rodolero up here, just in case there's a Naginata rider. That's going to go for any raiding. Yeah, he's going for another TC as well. The sneaky. These 3 boats have been consistently gathering the entire game. That's exactly why you get them. Because it's so, like, to deal with just 3 boats, like, sometimes you'll see Japan ship that twice as well. Oh, Julian going for the frigate. And like we just said, he shipped the frigate. But what for? 3 boats? Okay, well, congratulations. You shipped 1,000 resources to deal with, what, 210 wood resources? And, you know, those 3 boats paid for themselves, you know, 10 times over. So, you know, Ezad's going to be happy with that. You know, I mean, he's not going to be unhappy, should you, you know. But Julian does have this big-ass frigate on the side of the map now, so he's not going to be able to build any shrines, he's not going to be able to get any docks down or anything like that, so he's dominating the water now. He has map control of the water, he has map control of the land and the water. Can we do some classic Ashigaru raids? These guys have 4.5 speed compared to normal muscles, which have 4 speed. So they're renowned for being extremely versatile and very good at raiding, almost like cavalry. And that it's very difficult to deal with because the only way to deal with is through light infantry, really. But they're so fast that they can just run away from anything. And Cav can't really do much about them because they're musketeers. So, yeah, definitely utilizing the speed appropriately from him, the Ashigaru's him. Nice raid. Maybe going to get 1 or 2 vills. Going to be able to run away from this mass here. Minutemen are charging in. Some counter action going on here against Ezad. Oh, look at that. Imagine getting cannonballed to the face. That poor villager. Just getting cannonballed. Ugh. Stable going down. That's really good. Taking the infrastructure down is so good because there really isn't that much wood for Ezad here. So this is really nice, taking down infrastructure. Nice raid in here. He's got this cheeky shinobi, this cheeky Naruto unit right here in invisible mode. So you can spy on anything going around here. So really nice line of sight there. Taking the consulate down. That's an expensive building. Could go for these shrines. Could go for the Tori Gates as well. TC is at full HP now. Oh, yes. And look, getting some uses out of this frigate. Essentially acting as a TC by being able to shoot at these. And the Vils can garrison in there as well. So, yeah, really nice defensive play by Julian. And Ezad's caught up and score somehow. Market going down. I don't know who's going to win this. This is looking really good for Julian. But somehow, Ezad he's still in this. He's creeping up on the shrine count. You know, 6 more and he's got, you know, max shrines. And, you know, I think most of these shrines look like they've got, you know, full herds around them. So, rebuilding that stable now. Oh, looks like it's go time. And he's utilizing that enlist of the irregulars. And look how many Minutemen he's got here. He's got however many irregulars he's got. Yeah, just firing down on those 2. Really, really nice. And that's essentially what he's used as a big chunk of the mass of his army. And yeah, these guys just, you know, they'll do really well. Look, 22 ranged attack versus musketeers is really nice. Look at that. Really, really nice play by Ezad there. And that's this card here, Enlist Regulars. Not as good as like the European versions, but you know, did the job there. Did a really good job there. Again, more shrines going down, and look, he's creeping up and up and up, and it looks like he's going for the Fortress Age himself. It's at 19 minutes. Docks going down. 2 TCs up for Julian, though, getting the nice cheeky wall here. Julian does love his walls. So, yeah, gonna really go and taking into eco here for Julian, but look, they're both on 13k. Oh, my God, the scores are neck and neck. This is anybody's game. It's anybody's game. If we take a quick look, he's aging up as well. If we take a quick look at Julian, let's see what he's doing. Going for Spanish gold, but that's very late to be sending Spanish gold. I'm not sure I like that. This is obviously going to give you, is it 300 these days? It changed so many over the years. I think it's just 300 now. Oh, 330. So 330 gold for each shipment that's going to be sent. But the shipment curve is kind of gone now, and it's going to take him a long time to get more shipments. So, yeah, it's going to take a long time to pay off. I mean, he has the option of going for cav combat, rod combat. You know, even advanced arsenal, I think, would be better. Or unction than going for Spanish gold. But, you know, Julian's a better player than I. So, you know, I surrender. I'll take his word for it. Really walling up his side. taking no prisoners. No chances. Another barracks going down for Julian. He is on 48 vils. Not bad, not bad. Not great, but not bad. Interesting. House of Fanar going down. What's the other option? House of Wetting. I probably would prefer to see Wetting, just because this big button is insane. And I believe he is still teching into Naginata's. He's got a castle down. Looks like he's going to want to be teching into some artillery. Golden Pavilion goes down. Look at that beautiful pan. Look at that beautiful pan. I do think this game is just gorgeous sometimes. And let's be honest, it looks better than Age of Empires 4, doesn't it? It looks so much better than Age of Empires 4. It's the one thing Age of Empires 3 is. It is a gorgeous game. Just look at it all. Look at it all. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. A little bit biased, I admit. A little bit biased. But hey ho. Now, what's he gonna want to get from House of Fanar? Going for close combat. Ashigara and Musketeer hit points increase and they do extra damage against cavalry. Interesting. Obviously worried about the Lancer play here, but it looks like it's going to be Musketeer, potentially artillery. Julian really doesn't have that much stuff, I'll be honest. Really relying on walls here. Yeah, really not sure what options he has. Maybe he just wants to make some Evzoni, which would be great against Musketeers, so. Aged up with the Golden Pavilion, which is now currently increasing the attack of his ranged units. And look at, once you start mixing in all of the cards, once you start getting the Golden Pavilion, look at these guys. 37 ranged attack. 37 for a Musketeer. They now do, I don't even want to do the math on that. It's like 55, maybe, damage versus cavalry. It's just insane. If you take a look at that's 10 more attack. 10 more attack than a veteran skirm. They have, what, 80 more HP as well? It's not even close. It's not even close. Not to mention they have 0.5 extra speed as well. Not even close. These Ashigara Musketeers are units. Absolute tanky boys. Looks like he's just about getting that last shrine down now. So finally, max shrine. It's only taken him 23 minutes into the game. But Julian got a dangerous boat boom going here. 51 vils for Ezad. 74 now for Julian. But the map control is switched, so the land map is now really heavily in favor of Ezad for control-wise. Julian, although these walls are a great idea, it has kind of confined him to the corner of his map. So, pros and cons, pros and cons. Using these irregulars, they're on 1 HP, just, kind of scouting the base, really. Almost at this point, just wasting a population space, so almost doesn't want them, so make them useful. Going for the wetting as well. Interesting. So he switched the Golden Pavilion to increase the hit points of his land units. Interesting. So they now have 272 HP. Is that a response to the skirmishers? Looks like it is. So Nosy Cut, he's not going to be able to attack these skirmishers because they're going to outrange the musketeers. So really clever play there. So he knows he's going to get hit before he's going to be able to do any damage. So he's utilizing the HP buff. And the HP buff is substantial as well. I think that's another, what? 20, 25 HP on these. So yeah, these are guys are going to survive for longer. So really nice adaptation there. Just a pro level play type game sense there. Yumi Archer's trying to do some damage, but yeah, they're gonna. There's just too many skirms really. But Yumi Archers will do really well versus skirms. They'll beat out skirmishers, just because they have that They have that less of a multiplier, but they have that extra base damage than a skirmisher does. More artillery coming out for Julian. Look at the scores! There's 200 score in it! Oh, interesting marriage politics coming in for Ezad. That tells me he wants to go for the age. Ezad, you naughty, naughty man. We'll see how much cheaper that's going to be for him. Is he planning on going to an industrial age? 1/3 of the way of getting Golden Rider, but he doesn't have much cav at the moment, so that's not going to be too useful at the moment. Lots of discipline Yabusami though, and that will benefit from the Golden Rider. These guys are honestly, these guys are just so insane. They got this 7 times multiplier versus artillery. It's so insane. At 18 range for a cavalry unit, they are honestly so insane. But they're essentially their version of a culverin, because they have no culverin. At this stage of the game, you know, people say Japan. Look at this, just one. Poof! There goes one falconet. Poof! There goes 2 falconets. And the 3rd one. There it goes. All the Abysami go down. They are expensive, but he did what he needed to do. He took down the artillery, and there's a culverin just laying there, which is just absolutely useless at this point. And yeah, I mean, once the musketeers and the Yumi get involved, it's just good night. That's all she wrote. Looks like Unction's come in for Julian. It has. So that's going to be a nice buff to all of his units. Yeah, looking really good for Ezad right now. Although he's 2k scored down. Utilizing that frigate, very nice. Advanced Arsenal coming in. More falconets. Mission further. So yeah, really teching into you know, Unction, Advanced Arsenal coming in. So really just wants to buff up his units as best as he can, and they'll be pretty scary very shortly. He is having to go for some infrastructure, some really expensive infrastructure. So 3 estates. Ooh, that is expensive. That is a lot of wood. Does have the option of going for these mink whales as well, but there's only 2 of them, so Ezad going for some of his own. I don't know what you would call these, the Marus. I don't know, the equivalent of like a cross between a frigate and a caravel. So harassing the water now is very, very nice. This Greek Revolution, the longer this goes on as well, the longer this goes on, and I think as soon as it's almost done, and when it does, it's going to be able to provide a lot of units. Castle going down for Ezad. He's really teching into the water here. Going for the Dutch consulate as well. Interesting. Maybe he wants the bank. I love the hee-hee. Love the little dancing, the Michael Jackson dancing by the boats there. Look at these boats. Look how beautiful these boats are. Look at it. Look at it. Tell me that's not stunning. Tell me that that's not better than Age of Empires 4. Tell me that's not better than Age of Empires 4. Come on. You can't. You can't. And if you can, you're a liar. Julian bringing his artillery to the shore. That's definitely the right option. But you really sort of need culverins or mortars. They're definitely far more effective. But Ezad's not stupid. He wasn't born yesterday, so he's just going to play defensively here. Look at this. Greek Revolution now currently going to give him 8 secret band infantry. There's the Arsenal wagon. Church coming in now as well. Second TC down, and look at this. Look how many villagers. 35 just chomping away at these gold mines. And that's one of the benefits of having map control, you know. Whilst on the other hand, Julian's had to invest in these estates. And look at these villagers, 0.5 coin. These villagers over here, 0.78 coin. And these gold mines are going to last a long time. Just absolutely insane eco for Ezad there. But the score's still favoured for Julian somehow. Ezad on 17, I believe. Julian will probably be max. Yeah, so he's on 101. So that explains the score lead. So this is so tight. I literally don't know. I watched the first 10 minutes of this before I started recording. So I literally had no idea who's going to win this. I'm kind of hoping for Ezad at this point, just because it's the first high-level Japan game I've seen in a long time. And I would love for Japan to get a win. Now, here comes the big boy from Japan. This is the frigate equivalent. So look at this. Look at the beauty of this ship. Just absolutely insane. Look at all those oars. Caravel's definitely going down. These castles firing as well. Julian almost at max pop. Ezad is at max pop. Probably start to look at aging right now. But Julian is going to push the agenda. And a really nice position as well, because he's got this frigate backing up as well. And there's the secret band infantry coming in. Just for those, he's max pop, and he's just getting that as soon as he can. They're right near the battle as well. And look at this mass from Ezad. It just looks like he has so many more units. So many more units. I mean, there's unction in for Julian. He's got his frigate supporting. He's still got a falconet. But it's just looking so good. And it is looking good. For Julian. Just feels like he's got so many more units. They were both the same population space, and there's the GG. Julian pushing the agenda, but getting caught with his trousers down. And there's the GG. Beautiful play from Ezad there. And that, ladies and gents, is how, as Japan, you defend against the fast fortress from Spain. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play. It was close. That TC from Ezad almost went down. It was close. I think if that TC went down, it would have been GG. Look at this. Ezad, a few villagers going down, but somehow managing to get a raid of his own here as well. Just keeping him in it. We look at all resources, and Ezad just keeping it for the entire game. Even though he didn't even go into a greedy build. He didn't take into a greedy build, but he managed to stay above Julian, which is kind of insane when you think about it. And his military units were just better as well. And that's why Japan are so good. That is why Japan are so good. Their units are so strong. So strong. And Ezad showing you all how it's done. Hope you enjoyed that one, guys. And I'll, again, if I find another one, it might take me a couple more months. I'll make sure I get a good cast for you boys. All right. Catch you next one. Cheers, boys. Peace.